So, Thierry, can you take us through that equalizer?
Control it and I put it in the back of the net. That's it.
And the play with the fans after you put it in.
I think 1-1. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Not obviously you sort of had a little.
That's not my job. 1-1. Let's talk about it again.
What's your job also? Actually, with the fans doing that, what you do?
Wait, 1-1. Let's talk about the game.
No, it's part of the game.
I'm not going to talk about that. Let's talk about the game.
But it was part of the game because
if you want, we can carry on like that for 15 minutes if you want. Let's talk about the game.
Let's move on, please. Thank you.
The field.
What are your thoughts on the match overall?
Well, I think we played a good game. We had so many chances. You're not happy about it? Oh, okay. Coverman scored a great goal on a great movement from Ryan Johnson. And then I think we had so many chances to come back into the game. We didn't. But then we came back at the end of the game. So for us, it was an important point, chasing the playoffs. But that's just the way it is. I think Toronto is playing way better right now. We knew it was going to be a difficult game, and it was at the end of the day. They're annoying because they keep players wide. They put the ball early in the back in the box. And Kovacic is always a threat because he's always in the box and dangerous, as you saw on the goal. Great movement, great pass from Ryan Johnson, and but we came back. So for us, it was really important.
After that, after they scored, really you guys took control of the game from them.
I think they allowed us to do it because they just dropped. I don't know why. I think if they carried on playing the way they were playing, especially with Agudelo coming on, and we were not defending with a lot of defenders, to be honest, and instead of passing the ball through the lines and hurting us, they were just kicking the ball and giving us the ball back. So that allowed us to put pressure on them and have some more opportunities. And thankfully for us, we came back into the game. I thought we could have done it before. We didn't. The goalkeeper made a couple of great saves. Also, he came really well into some time. Playing as a sweeper, being really high. I think that helped them. He made a great serve also on Luke Rogers with his header in the first half, also to keep them in the game. But we come back. Sometimes if you allow a team to put pressure again and again and again, then eventually, hopefully, we'll score. But eventually, we score.
In any moment, you felt frustration about how you were pressuring.
Well, you kind of feel it wasn't going to be your day. You know why? Because we had. We had so many chances, but we had at least 2 or 3 clear-cut chances. So you're like, can we put 1 in the back of the net at least, and try to, to get at least a point, because I do think we did deserve a point, Maybe not more, who knows? But I do think with what we have created, we did deserve a point, and we scored. Maybe not on an opportunity where you thought it would have been a goal right from the start, but we scored. We could have scored before, but for us it's important. We have a game in hand that we have to play now against LA, and it's vital to win it.
What's the mood like in here ahead of the big games coming up?
Well, it's kind of weird because LA is already like cruising. I don't know with what mentality they're going to come to our place to win it, to not win it, to rest their players, to not rest their players. It's a beauty for them, They played well the whole season, so now they can rest players, and we can't afford to do that. We're gonna have to play hard and try to win against LA. We all know it's the best team in the league right now, so it's going to be a difficult task for us, even though we're playing at home. But it's those of the DPs, so-called DPs, and New York, LA people are going to watch the game, even though you have way better teams than us in this league. But sometimes you know how it is in this game. People focus on the wrong teams, on the wrong person sometimes. But LA, I don't know how they're going to come. I don't know. It's a game in hand for them. I don't know who they're going to sign. They have the Champions League. They have a lot of stuff to play in, and we'll see.
Thierry, this one was obviously much closer than the last few times that New York has played at Toronto. They have made a lot of changes. Could you see that on the pitch tonight?
Yeah, you know what? As I was saying early on before you arrived, they look good on the ball. I think Frank's coming here and Coverman's, and the right back Simpson had an amazing game. I think if they could have had that good togetherness before and play the way they've been playing the last 2 months. They would have been fighting with all the teams to be in the playoff. But sometimes, it takes time. Look at us. We're kind of struggling. And people thought we were going to cruise it. And, sometimes that's not the way the game is. You need to play as a team. And sometimes that's the most important thing.
Do you feel like once you get to the postseason, it's anyone's game, you've got as good a chance as anybody?
Well, the postseason, it looks like far away for us right now. We need to take game by game, only 3 games remaining for us. As I was saying earlier, it was important to win today, and when you see how we ended, then to not lose, and see what was going to happen next. But it's not like we're not like LA or some other team that can think about the playoffs. We're far from being in it, so we gotta fight. That's why today you saw a team. Maybe that's why when they scored, we had that reaction because it's do or die. That's the only thing we could do. But we came back. As I was saying earlier, not maybe the way you thought we were going to come back, because we played some good football on the ground and some great passes. Maybe where you thought it was going to be a goal, but at the end of the day we came back.